Actually, we were fine last night after we didn't win. We just walked outside, poured champagne on each other, and we sat around and had a beer after the show was over. And I think we all kind of just said, okay, we had a great year. We had fun. We got nominated. We just didn't win. And in case you weren't watching, either on youtube.com/The Dan Patrick Show or the actual Emmy show, here is how the announcement sounded last night for Best Studio Show.
There's a lot riding, obviously, in the outcome tonight. So without further ado, here are the nominees in Outstanding Studio Show Daily.
The Dan Patrick Show, Peacock DirecTV.
It is, I think.
Well, how about you? How much do you have any say in what Seattle does offensively with free agents or draft picks?
I think that it's, I think that ultimately, for me personally, I think that I want to be able to be involved because at the end of the day, it's your legacy, it's your team's legacy, it's the guys you get to go into the huddle with.
So many great shows, a lot of good friends there. Outstanding Studio Show Daily. And the Emmy goes to SportsCenter, ESPN.
So we're standing there with rain slickers on, and we have goggles on, and we have bottles of champagne. Everybody else has, jacket and tie. They're all buttoned up, and we're there. We look like minions and or a meth lab. And all of a sudden, it was like, and the winner is SportsCenter. And you just went, okay. And then we got off of the Sports Emmy broadcast, and then we stayed on YouTube, and then we just walked outside, and I said, let's pop the champagne, guys, and just poured champagne over one another. Although McLovin got a little aggressive. He treated me like he was christening a ship. He was trying to pour champagne on me, and he actually smacked me in the head with a champagne bottle.
Aggressive or uncoordinated?
It could be a combination of both. I'm you know what? I'll be fair and give you the uncoordinated. I don't know how many moments like that you've ever taken part in pouring champagne on somebody.
0.
Okay. And it looked like that for all of us last night. But for all of those of you who tuned in, whether it was on YouTube, chat row, great response from everybody. And I just want to thank you for the support there. Yes, Eden.
If you go through should give a shout out to the people who run the Sports Emmys Twitter feed too.
Oh,
they had a long night.
They had a tough night because this audience thought we deserved a Sports Emmy.
Yeah, what's funny is when you go through their Twitter feed, I mean, there's a million awards, right, that are given out. Or maybe not a million, but there's a bunch, right? And so you go through and it's like there's like no reaction to most of these tweets about like, hey, look at best animated short for sports or whatever is like this show, and there's almost no reaction whatsoever. And then you get to this one category where you see it's been retweeted 300 times and there's 1,500 comments.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that we lost.
Yeah. Yeah. The Sports Emmy people say they get no response whatsoever until our category comes up, and then they get more than they want. Yeah. So thank you for having our backs last night. Yeah, Paulie.
I got a nice note from Randy Scott, who's one of the morning SportsCenter hosts, and he retweeted the Sports Emmy post of that SportsCenter won Sports Emmy, and he sent me a note. He goes, "Your fans are spirited."
Yeah.
He said, "Congratulations."
Yeah. Yes, McLovin.
I noticed one thing. When Mike Tarico announced SportsCenter, he flipped the card to show it was SportsCenter, to verify it was SportsCenter, which to me says he was thinking about going off script. It crossed his mind because he said, I have a lot of friends up there. I mean, Tarico's our guy. Of course, Tarico must have at least thought. Should I just say, Dan? I mean, of course he wouldn't. He has a lot of integrity, but it crossed his mind. I know it did.
It would have been awesome if Tarico, who was the host last night, said, and the winner of the Best Studio Show is not Dan Patrick. And then said it's SportsCenter. Like, I would have loved that. I would have loved it. Because in the moment, I would have been, wait, we won. No, we did. Wait, what did he say? It's not Dan Patrick. It's SportsCenter. Yes, he.
It is just the best visual in the world, though. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how hilarious I think it is that you just have all of these people in suits barely even smiling. Like, they're not even, like, nobody's really amused that this is all very serious. And then us 5 idiots in goggles, and it is God, does that make me laugh?
Seton looks like Jesse Pinkman. Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like we're extras in a meth lab with the goggles on and the slicker.
Holding champagne. And then here's, some random exec.
Yeah. Somebody buttoned up from SportsCenter and going, we have to build another trophy case because this trophy case is full. But congratulations to SportsCenter. They needed something good to happen, and I'm really happy for them. Morale is high, even though we didn't win the Sports Emmy. That's 4 consecutive years where we didn't win. But we feel like winners, and I said to the Danettes, we're having a pizza party today. Yes, right after the show, a pizza party.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, figure we get some Mountain Dew.
That was a shot he just took at me.
some Mountain Dew and some pizzas. Yes, Todd.
It's not that we lost 4 consecutive times. It's we were nominated 4 years in a row for Outstanding Daily Studio Show. That's what we have to rally behind. And eventually, hopefully, we'll win one. But if we're going to be positive and pour champagne and have a pizza party, then that needs to be how it's phrased, I think.
Okay. I mean, I'm okay with this. Are you guys, who's bummed? Anybody? Oh.
No, I think it's the opposite. I think we're okay with it, and you seem more bummed.
Well, I'm bummed because I'm bummed for you guys. I mean, look at the hardware I've got. Look at the life I lead.
Feels like you're projecting a little bit.
I want you guys to feel better.
I feel fantastic.
But you just raised your hand that you're bummed.
No, I raised my hand because I wanted to talk, but I think you were more bummed last year and this year than any of us.
Last year, definitely. Yes,
I could say the last 3 years, I was very upset. But this year, I was just like, oh, well.
I think once we got done pouring champagne on one another and then we sat around and had a beer and we just talked and reflected back on the year, and then Seton goes, I'm good.
That champagne, spraying the champagne on everybody had a very cleansing effect for me, where I was just like, okay, I'm good now. I don't really care. We'll get them next year.
Yes, McLovin.
Last night's show was so much fun. The Emmy watch party, the celebrities just and all the fans that sent in videos, they were all so perfect. It was hard to feel bummed last night.
It was a celebration of losing last night, and it's now 4 consecutive years. Yes, Todd.
I was bummed on the ride home and going to bed and tossing and turning a little bit. I really allowed myself to believe that this was the year, the fourth, especially with everything we accomplished and during a pandemic when there was nothing to talk about, and that a 3-hour show every day, and just that alone on top of everything else we did. I really allowed myself to believe that we were going to get it last night. So I was bummed.
I think when we look back on the things that we did over the last calendar year, and yes, we went 4 months without any sports during a pandemic, and we had 3 hours to fill. And we somehow were able to do it. And you had an audience that appreciated you being part of their life. And just having that luxury of you allow us in whatever role we've played, we appreciate that. And I think I reflected back on that as I went home last night. Then I sat down in my basement. I had a cigar and I had a little bit of whiskey. And I just sort of sat there. I had the sound down on the basketball game, smoking the cigar. And I sent a picture out to the Danettes, and it just said winner. I had a picture of a cigar, some whiskey, and I said winner. And I did. I felt like a winner last night. Then I sobered up, and I go, oh, my God, we've lost again.
Yeah, then you woke up this morning.
Yeah. And I looked around. I went, where is that? Where's the Emmy? No, it's not there. Thank you for everybody who pitched in, everybody who was watching last night, those who responded to the Sports Emmy committee in support of us. Thank you very much. But, you start to look at this and you get these opportunities and then you don't get them anymore. Scott Van Pelt didn't win the Sports Emmy. Ernie Johnson did. And Ernie did a great job in sort of navigating a lot of different topics with the NBA, TNT show. He had to juggle a lot, and he makes it look easy. But I thought Van Pelt had one of those, that's a damn good year. He was on the air with Rudy Gobert when that happened. They came up with senior night, and I thought Van Pelt was going to win. I mean, Ernie's got a few, and rightfully so, deservedly so, but I thought, you know what? Van Pelt, I thought, had a great year. Yeah, Paul.
Maybe we could start a little club with SVP could be in our club. I think he's over, I think.
Yeah, he is. He's over.
So he's in our club. That's a good guy to have in the club.
Yeah, I like him.
Like our composite picture, you had Van Pelt.
Yeah.
We're going to look pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. And basketball wise, Van Peasy.
Golf?
Yeah, golf.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can do that. All that.